Ahoy there, naval warriors! Today we're embarking on an adrenaline-pumping mission that'll take us into the heart of modern naval action. Get ready to unleash the fury of the Type-90 surface-to-surface anti-ship missile as we commandeer the Japanese PG-02 Sparviero Class hydrofoil. But here's the twist. These deadly Type-90 missiles are not yet part of the game, and today we're about to bring them to life and use the PG-02 in its true intended role as a fast attack interceptor. Before we dive headfirst into this thrilling mission, let's take a closer look at the Type-90 missile, the star of our show. The Type-90, a surface-to-surface missile of Japanese origin, is powerful and a potential game changer. With a range of 150 to 200 kilometers, it can reach out and touch enemies from afar. Moving at high subsonic velocity, it offers no quarter to those that find themselves in its path. It's equipped with a state-of-the-art inertial guidance and terminal active radar homing system. Packing a 260 kilo warhead, it can destroy most modern ships with deadly precision. Now picture this, the nimble PG-02 armed to the teeth with 4 of these lethal Type-90s. Today's mission, we have received reports of 2 mysterious frigates that are not responding to our hails. As proud members of the JMSDF, we must act swiftly and decisively. If these frigates are hostile, we are cleared to use deadly force, including the Type-90 missile. Our objective is clear: intercept and investigate. We'll be utilising the PG-02's blistering speed and the Type-90's unparalleled accuracy to ensure the safety of our waters. Stay locked and loaded, commanders, as we embark on a high-stakes mission. Here we are, Tokyo Harbour. We have a couple of frigates coming in from the west. They aren't responding to our hails, so we're going to go out and intercept them. Very suspicious. They are in our sovereign waters, and it looks like they are SKR-1 Pettia class anti-submarine frigates. Very dangerous. They do outgun our formation quite considerably. They have 8 76mm autocannons between them. So in a gunfight, these two ships have the advantage. The PG-02 would be an absolute non-threat in this fight, especially in this type of engagement on the open water. In game, they only have the 20mm Vulcan, which is absolutely murderous to small boats and small vessels. But it lacks the punch that this vessel had in real life. And the Type-90, this is not a user model as such, because the game has had these launches in the files for some considerable time now. But I've used a custom mission off of War Thunder Live, which I'll link in the description, to add in the Type-90s. Now, this is not an indication of how they will perform if they are ever implemented, and I really think they should be, because War Thunder has the niche of the modern warfare market on PC, at least. I mean, the multiplayer aspect for naval. And I think they should really double down on the modern combat. As much as I respect and love the big ships, I feel like that might be a bit of a dead end, especially with the popularity of World of Warships, unless Gaijin does something drastic to shake up the game and make it truly exciting. I'm a modern naval man. I prefer these beautiful modern ships with their diverse range of capabilities. And still, these frigates aren't responding to our calls, so we're going to head out. We are the interception force, but we are being cautious. We're going to stay with our frigates as well. Still no sign. We've just had word from HQ that the SKRs are dropping a spread of torpedoes, and they have opened fire. So our frigates are going to respond in kind. Now, this is a very dangerous situation for us. They are highly aggressive frigates with lots of firepower. We do not want to get close, and so now we're going to switch to the role of anti-shipping. We want to stay away from the firepower of these frigates. They will murder us. And we want them to engage the front of our line. We're going to fall in behind astern of our 2 frigates, dodging and weaving. Fortunately, the hydrofoil lets us cut through the waves. Very, very maneuverable ship if you know how to sail her. And as we fall in behind the stern of these 2 frigates, we're going to prepare the missiles for launch. Well, that was a close one. We are at combat stations. They are attacking us. So let's fall in, range in these enemies, and then fire our first Type-90. Missile away. Now this behaves just like the Douglas, so the tubes are firing angled fairly high, and so you want to aim high on the scope. If you aim at the ship, it'll plunge into the sea. And you want to guide it in as gently as possible. Now the missile is very erratic, wanting to wiggle around. Like I said, this is not indicative how the Type-90 will behave, but it's just an experiment to see how potent this would be against these otherwise meta frigates. And this is just a taste of what we can expect. The Italian Sparviero also has access to the automat missiles, which are comparable statistics to the Type-90. Yeah, 2 missiles and the threat of the SKR frigate is down. We'll fire out our 3rd missile and get the 2nd ship in the line destroyed. I love missile combat, and I would love to see the introduction of close-in weapon systems. Uh-oh, I think we're going to lose this one. Too steep on the angle. She splashed into the ocean. We have 1 left. Let's make it count. Missile away. Aiming nice and high until we grab sight of the missile. Keeping in mind that this is such a long-range missile, and this is a fairly short engagement. Here we go. We got the track. A fair amount of experience using the Douglas's missiles at long range in naval EC. Massive damage to the Pettia class frigate. One of our frigates has taken major damage. They've lost the 4 turret. Or head over and render them some assistance. We are out of weapons now, and so we have to rely on the rest of the fleet. But you can see that this engagement in the normal War Thunder mode would be stacked against the Japanese. It's not to say they couldn't win, but it would have been hard. And the PG-02 has done its job. It's taken down the main threats, it's intercepted the force, and it's done it in a very timely fashion. We'll pull up here on the starboard side, make sure that the crew here are okay. The turret is back functioning. Our mission is complete. So what do you think? I really want the introduction of missiles. As much as some people are very skeptical about how it will go, I think if we implement the defense systems and we make it a skill shot still, like add some element of difficulty to the missile warfare, I think it will be fun. And it gives the game an opportunity to be diverse. Commander Tyrael, out.